hats on, because we're gonna jump in. All right, let's do it. News time. Actually, before we do that, I'm gonna fix something because I keep not fixing that. All right, there we go. All right, now it's news time. Wait, hold on. All right, now it's news time. All right, let's jump in. So there's a bit of everything. There was quite a lot of different styles of news today, this week. So there was a few Japanese announcements. Kind of, again, Japan doesn't really adhere to E3 announcement dates a lot of the time. Smaller companies kind of just find when they want to do it. Some of them can be at weird random times, but it was kind of a Japanese news cycle this week. Starting off with the Tales series. Having or Trails series, not Tales. Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. So they're doing an announcement for a game. I've not played a single Trails game. They look pretty interesting. But NIS America, NIS just in general, I would love to support them. They put out a lot of good stuff, but I feel like they sit in that category of like, they can't quite find their feet in being super, super popular. And their games are pretty fantastic. So one of these will stick and land and find its mark at some point, and then everyone will just they'll get their persona moment, hopefully one day. Because I just want NIS to keep surviving. They just need to keep surviving, which they might do if they pull some interesting things. But yeah, Trails of new game. Like I said, a decent amount of Japan this week. So, EDF, if you don't know Earth Defense Force, if you never played an Earth Defense Force, you want to play some jank, weird, funny shit, I would suggest this series. Earth Defense Force 6 is getting a new trailer. It got a new trailer, and it actually was quite a lot of footage. These games are just wacky. I'll be honest. And I feel like this trailer embodies it. It's a very long trailer. I won't play it all. I'll skip through. You hate bees, so you'd run away? I don't think anyone doesn't hate bees in their face. That's not true. I've seen people walk around with bees without any masks on and stuff. But these are the ghosts of previous EDF members presenting the new game. But this is EDF. If you don't know this game, Earth Defense Force is a game about military personnel running around with silly sci-fi weapons, fighting gigantic bugs and aliens, and it's a very silly game. But this one looks better than the previous ones, but it still looks like Earth Defense Force. Now, gonna skip. There's a good moment because they show off a lot of the classes and a lot of like mechanics and things like that. They show off some new enemies and stuff. Let's see. Example, some of these are the new enemies. We're actually getting weird robot aliens and things. Normally you're fighting crazy amount of like insects and stuff like that. But oh, they're weird brains. I don't remember this in the trailer. I didn't remember watching this. Oh, they're brains in a shell. Oh, this is probably the last thing I should be seeing. Giant insect Zigzagoon. They're coming for you. You got to defend the planet. I don't quite mind EDF, except Insect Armageddon. I think they're fun games. I wouldn't play them all of them. They're pretty similar case by case. So I would suggest getting one and then playing one like quite a while later. They're quite long too. They're a lot of they're a bit of a grind of a game, but they're just dumb fun, honestly. I actually really like Earth Defense Force. So I'm excited for this one, but we'll see how much extra silly content there is. I kind of want this game to get a visual polish and just play a little bit better, but I think we'd be asking a bit too much. However, something that does play fantastically well and looks really good is Granblue Fantasy Versus, which has gotten a new trailer for its new DLC character, Six, who I didn't really know too much about before this trailer because he's a Celestial. I don't know too much about the Celestials, but as always, Arxis doing fantastic fucking work. This trailer looks killer. This character is very cool. He has a familiar voice to anime fans, as does a lot of the cast. But yeah, he looks pretty fucking fun. He's a berserker. He is a Wolverine. So he looks very heavy rush now. Boss can go fuck themselves. Can they do that? Are they whatever it is where it's like they can impregnate themselves? But yeah, he looks pretty fun. I wish I had spent more time with Granblue Versus. It's pretty fun. I don't know, there was something about it that didn't quite click with me. I don't know what it was. I played a decent amount of it, but it was like, it didn't hook me as much as, say, like, Guilty Gear, but it's super fucking fun anime. But the thing is, it seems like he has different, like, his attacks change dependent on certain circumstances, which I haven't quite figured out yet, but I guess we'll see. Also, his mask breaks. You guys don't know this voice? If you don't know this voice, it's Viral from Tengen Toppa. It is probably the most well-known thing. It is Link. This is Zelda's Link is 6. Oh, yep, Jumpy got it. Fantastic. I'm glad that I'm not the only one that recognizes that voice instantly. He's pretty cool. I like that voice. Viral is his voice acting for Viral is some of my favorite. But yeah, so 6 is the new character. I think he looks really fun. I think he's a bit better than the previous Celestial that they revealed. And I hope that people keep playing this game, because like I said, I feel like Granblue got a short stick in the sense of just people playing it because it came out at a funny time at the start of all the COVID stuff, and it is really fun. If you're not very good at fighting games, I actually would suggest you picking up Granblue Versus, because it actually uses cooldown-based attacks, not just command and movement. Like doing special movements on like a stick or something like that, which makes it a lot easier for a lot of people. It will be harder for you to deal as much damage as better players, but you can just play by jumping. And I think Granblue Versus is probably the most accessible 2D fighter that I've played. So I had this idea for Persona 6 where characters need to face their fears, literally. That's kind of what the older Personas were, in a way. Persona 2, I think, particularly. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Persona 6 is going to be quite a while away, though. I wouldn't hold my breath for Persona 6. Royal only came out a little while back. Still need to play Royal, and I still need to play Scramble. Scramble looks really, really, really good. But yeah, moving ahead. Echoes of Mana, new console game. So we got Mana had its anniversary, and Square really, really hammered down on how like big it was in terms of this anniversary for 30th anniversary. Not that too many people I feel like know Mana these days, but like, yeah. I've just realized the BGM's off. I was trying to figure out why stuff felt silent. So yeah, trailer for a new game. So we're getting a new Mana game, not just the re-releases. And I haven't actually watched this trailer, I don't think. Or did I? I can't remember.
All was lost of this world. A dream took root to rise up and defy all fate.
I like the little faces being shown off.
Guided by the voice of the Mana Goddess, in search of the lost soul.
So I've played a Mana game. I can't remember which one. I played it a very, very long time ago. Fairly sure the original Manas didn't come to the West? Question mark?
To piece together the echoes of Mana.
Guy would be pyrophobic and the boss would be a dungeon boss would be embodiment of fire. I could see that. Are they actually going to show off footage? No, I guess they won't. Interestingly though, it's called the Echoes of Mana, which I wonder whether or not it is actually going to follow up a lot of the plots from the previous ones. But yeah. Bit of a, not a story trailer, I guess. Okay, that's just the full presentation. But yeah, so if you are wanting a new RPG from Square that isn't of the Final Fantasy of nature, maybe check out Echoes. Square has quite a lot of different. Oh my gosh, Armin, thank you for the host. Welcome in. So if you are looking for an RPG that isn't of the standard ones that you've seen so far, maybe check out a Mana one. But yeah. Pause has some news if you want. Look at the AR12. Remember, I'm not really a car person, Jamie, so I probably don't know how much I could say about it. But if you want me to show off some news for Forza, go for it. Again, if you guys have any news about the gaming industry that you want to talk about that I haven't talked about, feel free to drop a link, and I will definitely open it up and we can check it out. So this is a game that I'm very excited about. The art style and some of the story content and all that seems very interesting to me, and like really was fucking excited to see this trailer. I'm hoping that the gameplay is pretty fun. I'm really, fingers crossed this is a good game, but holy shit, check out this trailer. This is pretty fucking cool. Don't know if I'm going to get DMCA'd. This is Japanese music. I usually get away with it, but here we go. I do like this song, so. So, if you didn't see, this is a tactics style game where they enter a dimension and they become like crown rulers. And they use puppet minions to fight. Beyond that, I'm not sure, but it looks amazing. The art style is so good. From memory, these are ex-Persona people, or ex-SMT people, sorry. Very Mob Psycho this moment. It's a fantastically animated intro. It's very Japan music video. And that field he's in right now is the other world, which you will do most of your fighting. But yeah. DMCA, do more crimes arson? Question mark? That's exactly what it stands for. But yeah, I'm really excited for Monarch. So that will be coming out in October, so I'm going to keep an eye out for it. But yeah, I dropped my phone on my face. That's my news. It's important news, CJ. What we need next is a photo of your face, red from the phone dropped. Imagine we'll be talking about Stories 2 stuff. Yes, I will be, Waddy. That will definitely be talking about. I don't like the little crown. What? You kidding? I love the little crown. It's super cute. I love the little floating crown. It's very video game-esque. Good styles. I won't watch that. That's the same thing. Oh, there we go. Gamatsu took a second there. That happens. Forza was really unique with the approach that they used to the trailer and gameplay. As in, like, how, like, they were showing off how the gameplay is going to be, Jamie? I like that you don't like the little crowd, CJ. I love the little crowd. It's so good. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate revealed a whole heap of content and DLC that's going to be coming. You probably saw my reaction on Twitter this week about this. I was very excited by this presentation. I was very excited by the reveal. Kazuya Mishima. Tekken is a good match for well, the vibes of new Smash characters, I would say. And it surprised me that it took this long for him to get in. Other thing is, Bandai Namco having such close relations with, Namco having quite close relations with, wait, which one makes Tekken? I'm now having a mental blank. Tekken. It is Bandai Namco, yeah. So, them having close relations and working on Smash Bros. Made sense for them to eventually make it onto the platform. It was a little strange just in the sense that it did take so long, but let's just say I've already played him and he transitions fantastically well. If you guys have not watched how to play Kazuya, Sakurai does do a presentation and shows off all the crazy stuff. He is mad. His character is absolutely mad. The reason why it's so insane is because he keeps most of his motions. He has like a whole heap of like, he has delayed things, he has different angles, like, he literally has all 8? Yeah, he has all 8 angles on the thumbstick, do different things. He has some proper motions. It's fucking crazy. I found him actually really fun to play, and it actually works a lot better than a lot of the other fighters in Smash because of the fact that he is kind of heavy. Unlike a lot of the, like, Ken, Ryu, and Terry, Kazuya actually has a kind of stickiness when he's on the stage. He doesn't he doesn't come off the ground immediately. So it gives you more time to figure out motions. It gives you more time to get those delayed inputs. And yeah, so you can do a lot of different moves. There's a lot of iconic stuff. So if you're a Tekken player, this actually, you'll be at a lot more advantage than a lot of Smash players, because there's some really powerful combo moves that are kind of awkward to do if you don't know how to do that style of motion. Now, the other thing about that is the thumbstick actually, the right thumbstick is very handy for this. The C stick actually makes it a lot easier to do some of those awkward motions. And yeah, he's just genuinely a very good character, and he's very fun to play. Now, he has the famous grab move. He has Gates of Hell. He has Gates of Hell. He has a special that power up when he gets to max, I think he gets to 100 stamina. He'll go into an angry mode and do a finisher, similar to how Terry does. He has Electric God Fist. He has a DP. He's just very good. He's a very good fighter, and we'll show him off today. We'll do a bit of Smash later today, and yeah, his dashing is like, God. I just can't get over how good this character feels. I was really concerned when I originally was watching the trailer, where I was like, fuck, people are going to be so angry about playing this character. But I think most people should be able to at least do most of the things that he can do. I think comboing him with him is a little interesting, but he does have an auto combo, so there's a lot of like just little things that make him still functional as a Smash standard character if you can't do all the crazy shit. But yeah. Very, very cool. But it wasn't the only thing they revealed. The other thing they revealed absolutely rocked me to my core, and I was very upset about. And yeah, let's jump into that. So at the end of the Kazuya presentation, they revealed 4 new Mii fighter costumes. One of which caused a lot of talk on Twitter and social media, and everyone really, really upset about this. Wow. In my spectrum of people that I saw. 4 costumes including Dante, Lloyd, Shantae, and the Skyrim's Dragonborn. Now, Skyrim Dragonborn, fine. That's just a fun pick. It's interesting. Lloyd was a costume before, and he fits. It's fine. He's never going to be a full character. Shantae getting representation is fantastic. Shantae has earned that over the very long course of having its games out, and it has this very niche sort of vibe and appeal and audience, and yeah, at least they got something in Smash, which is fun. But we get to the one that upset me. Dante's Devil May Cry did not make it into Smash as a full character. Now, I don't know why this is the case. Dante has always been a perfect pick for Smash in my opinion. It kills me that he has not made it into the game in any form, considering he is a very versatile character. He is a character that has had quite a few different looks, but he's had very, very, very complex movesets that have a lot of different weapons associated, and he has a transformation. He is such a perfect pick for Smash, and it kills me. This is shocking to me that this occurred. I've kind of wound down, and I'm okay with the idea that Dante is not going to be in Smash, but it still makes me very, very sad. He would have been such a fantastic pick. He's right there in the game now. I can see him. You shut your mouth, CJ. Game doesn't need another guy with a sword. See, the thing is, I kind of agree. But at the same time, if you know Dante, he doesn't just fight with a sword. If you're playing Devil May Cry properly, you're generally not just using Rebellion. Usually you're switching it up, using different weapons. And each of the games have a variety of weapons as well, which would have made his B moves so much fun. It would have had some very interesting combos. It would have been a lot of effort to make a moveset for Dante, but I think it would have been just the best. But it is what it is. Dante is in Smash, I guess. It's just not the way we wanted. So, he's got swords, nunchucks, fists, a bike, and hell, make him throw a pizza? Oh my god, Jumpy, that would have been a perfect taunt. One of his taunts is just him eating a pizza. Shit, yeah. Dante, Devil May... Oh my god, CJ. Should I time out my mod? Is that what I should do here? Fuck, that Dante, like, I'm so glad that one's buried and dead. Like, no one gives a shit about that Dante anymore. No Devil May Cry fans are going back to playing that game. But, yeah. We don't talk about that Dante, that Dante. I don't even call him Dante, his name's Dante. Because you don't touch that Dante. He's not nowhere near Dante. He's just a weird emo teen. But, yeah. Holy crap. At least Kazuya is really fun. But it does leave us in a funny position now. Because, now with this announcement of Kazuya, we've got one last Smash fighter to go. And considering we've had Dante taken out of the mix, Shantae taken out of the mix, it is very up in the air on who else could actually be a part of the roster. Also, welcome in, Red Rover. The roster could be, there's quite a lot of different characters there could be. However, there's also not a lot of characters that could be. I was talking to Armin about it yesterday. I think Crash is actually not a bad example. But with how picks have been going for this particular game, who knows? Literally, I have no idea who could be in right now. It's so crazy. Toot Nukem. Duke Nukem has as much chance as Doom Guy does. It's just crazy to me that we still have no idea. We're no closer to knowing who the hell could be the final fighter is. But I think it doesn't matter, honestly. The roster for Smash Ultimate right now is so amazing that I'm just excited to see what will happen in the future. I don't know if this is the final instance of Smash. This final update that's coming up could be the final update and the final content release for Smash completely. We may not see a new Smash ever again. Because Sakurai has talked about possibly retiring. There is the possibility that there could be never a Smash game as big as this ever again. It's called Smash Ultimate for a reason. We may not get a Smash game again post this one. Is a weird reality. So hopefully this final fighter really does count. And I'm looking forward to it. But we'll keep on moving. Into some really good news. Nier Reincarnation English release will appear at the end of July. So I've talked about this. I'm very excited. I love Nier. I've already played. I played the beta of Reincarnation a little while back. I was going to stream it, but I ran out of time. But it's really, it's fun. It's just kind of fun. Hopefully it's a good gacha. Hopefully it's got good story. Japan seemed to really like it, and it's getting new content as well. So we will probably find a way to stream that. It is a mobile game. I'll find a way to stream it. It'll be interesting because currently it is a very difficult one to emulate, but we'll see. I'm amused by the Dragonborn though. I thought Dragonborn was fun. I think that's just a fun pick, Red Brover, for Smash. Totally okay with that. Microsoft brings the Xbox Series X cloud gaming to the iOS and PC. So cloud gaming has started for the Xbox. Now, I don't know. I'm not particularly going to be going and doing this straight off the bat or looking into it too much, but people are positive on this, and it'll be interesting to see how this form of cloud gaming proceeds ahead, whether or not it's something that people really enjoy, whether or not it's something that actually works. But of all the companies to do it, I think Microsoft is the one to do this, and we'll see how they go about it and whether or not it produces some good results, because it could change the ideology of how video games are played. Al, thank you for the host. Welcome on in. Forging ahead. All right. We're probably going to talk about Square Enix a little bit today, but Square Enix not doing the right things in some places, and I think that big business Square is starting to be a little toxic, and maybe we need to talk about it. Square Enix apologizes for violation of gacha laws for the game Final Fantasy War of the Visions. Now, I didn't look into this specifically, but Square has been in trouble a few times around gacha-related stuff, and paid prices for mobile apps. Now, this is not going to happen once. It'll happen every now and then. They're just pushing the barriers in which they can get away with. But Square, being the big company they are, will probably be chased down whenever they do, which is a good thing. But yeah, Consumers Affairs Agency did investigate them. It sounds like so what did they do? The banners were available for November to 2020. These banners were available for a limited time to celebrate. Included all 5 banners and a certain amount of roles. Oh, okay, so it's about alleged rates. So apparently the rates were not correct for what they were actually saying. And yeah. That's not great. That's pretty bad. But yeah, we'll talk about a bit more about some of the weird stuff that Square's doing, but we'll see. Gonna have a wonderful stream. Excuse me, I've got to go go through a commie thread on Twitter. What are you talking about, Al? I'm going to take you all on a walk with me while we go on a bagel. Oh shit, walk! Walk, walk, walk! We're like a dog, an excited dog going for a walk. Other thing that makes me excited, Monster Hunter Fatalis figure. Oh my god, if you guys didn't see this, I don't usually talk about figures too often. It comes up every now and then, but it's very awesome to see some really high quality like art sometimes. This figure is mad. If you haven't seen this, Fatalis, by the way, is one of the biggest elders in Monster Hunter. That isn't of the giant variety, and he's huge. This figure is crazy detailed. I can't get over how detailed this is. This obviously is the world design, and it looks fantastic, but the level of detail on this is gorgeous. This is a fantastic figure, and yeah, long tail, big tongue. But if you guys know the very high detailed Rathalos figure, this is it in size comparison. Look at the difference between these two figures. This Fatalis is huge. This is a really big figurine. The other thing that shocked me about this was, I was like, okay, well, that seems really big. It is only 268 American dollars. That's actually not as insane as I thought it would be. It's about $500 Australian. I would never pay that much for a figure. That's mad to do that. You have to have a lot of money to want to do that. But that is a really, really cool figurine. Yeah. Dorohedoro figures are nice. I think if you know which like companies to get figures from, I don't actually know who made this. Oh, it's Capcom's internal figure creator builder. Yeah. Okay, it's not one of the bigger companies, but it's a very, very high quality model. That's for damn sure. It's just nice to see some of this stuff sometimes. Moving on, Magic the Gathering. Magic Legends is shutting down its beta and refunds promised for in-game purchase. I did not know that this game had came out and had been like taken down, but that's pretty sad to hear. I'm never a fan of hearing when games are attempting to release. I don't know why it got brought down. It missed its mark. So supposedly it seems like they just were not happy with the game, and they've decided to pull this down and start again. If you don't know, Magic the Gathering is a very tough organization Wizards of the Coast is a very tough organization to work for, and Magic is one of those franchises that seems to be very not fun to design for or develop for, just because of how stringent they are around that. And yeah, it's interesting. It makes sense that Magic would be of all companies to pull it down, because they don't care about money loss in a lot of regards, because they just make so much money. Wizards make so much money. But yeah, not something I necessarily would have played, but it's just interesting to see when news like this comes about. Guys, there's a kitty walking around the streets and he's wearing a little scarf. That's pretty fucking cute. I think I need a cat that wears a little scarf. So these girls are almost like little cats wearing scarves. Are they? Aren't they? I don't know. You tell me. We did the playthrough of Doki Doki Literature during Halloween. Yeah. What a weird game this is. And if you've not played this, perhaps you probably should. It may not be for you. I'm not sure if it was for me. But I like they do spoil it as enter the #1 psychological horror experience is the title for this. But yes, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus is coming out. It's got extra story stuff. It's adding on some content. It may actually have new game mechanics, which is interesting. If you saw how the end of the game plays out, there was some interesting stuff done there. So if you guys are a fan of visual novels and I guess horror and romance novels, maybe check this out, ? This is such a game that everyone seems to know about and everyone's probably played it, that you probably know what to expect. I'm not going to go too further into it. But something I wish that people would explain, something that was explained a bit more, is what the fuck is this? Oreo Company is going to have a collaboration with Pokemon. What? I don't know what this refers to or how this is going to work, but apparently they're doing a collab with Oreo. I assume this must be for Pokemon Go. The American Pokemon Company has had some very strange collabs over the past year or two, and I don't know what the heck is going on here, but I guess if you like Oreo and Pokemon, question mark? I saw someone doing a run through and how the added content warnings as a streamer. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting, Jumpy. I find it interesting. The best way to experience Doki is to play it as a streamer. Yeah, that was crazy for me when I did that, CJ. It was so bizarre. Like, if you guys haven't seen my playthrough, if you want to go check my VODs, I think they might be on YouTube. Go check out my Doki Doki stream. The end of the stream got so off the rails and fucking crazy. I literally didn't know what was real and wasn't real by the end of it. That's of all my streams to maybe tell you guys to check out, I actually might suggest you checking out that one. I think they're going to put Pokemon designs on the cookies. That's probably all. I think so, Red Rover. It's just a weird thing. One of those things where sometimes crossovers are strange to me. The sun has a nice soft warmth. Wind is frigid cold. Looking at my window, I feel like that's a good descriptor of the weather right now, actually, CJ. Now, I brought this up in Discord. Mothman must be excited. Bob Tom. As Mothman is swooping into SMT5. SMT5 is pushing their demons very heavily. If you don't know, the game is about demons. Each demon has a different personality and it has different skills and all that. But they're basically doing a reveal of each demon as they go. And there's a lot of them now. And Mothman is the recent one they've shown off. So if you're excited for SMT or excited for demons, maybe just follow the channel. Follow their Atlas channel, not my channel, because I'm not going to cover all of these. There's a lot of demons. I like the demons, but I'm not gonna talk about them. But the weird man Mothman, he here, and you can check him out. What about Penis Demon? Mara was a part of the Silhouetted Monsters, Jumpy, so Mara will probably get a trailer. Mothman's from the game? I thought it was from Mothman's OC. No, it's not an OC. So most of these, if you don't know, are based on cryptids. Most of the demons in SMT are based on cryptids. So Mothman, definitely one of them. Yeah, so definitely check out. All these monster designs are based on real life like stories and things, and some of them are really fucking strange. Like, there's some really weird stuff. Eho. Okay. Now, I wanted to pair this with the other Square Enix thing I was talking about. So, there's two companies right now that are doing kind of a dumb thing. I will talk about the other one after this one. Older Final Fantasy games on Android and iOS games will be delisted. I do also believe that the versions on maybe the consoles and the PC as well, for like Steam, might also get delisted as well, because Final Fantasy Pixels is coming. I do not like the idea that this is happening. I am very upset when I see stuff like this. Pulling the shit down is not a good idea. I don't think it's a very good idea. And I understand why they do it, is to encourage people to buy the new thing that they've spent money on. But holy crap, I'm not a fan of Square doing this right now. Square need to kind of pull their head out of their ass and stop trying to bleed things dry. I don't know why Pixel came about. I don't think it looks very good in terms of like the new art changes. I think that they should just be re-releasing the titles, but finding a way to justify for them to re-release a game and just put new assets on top of it it's getting a little silly. I'll be honest, I actually really hate this art style. This looks awful to me. It looks like a Flash game. This looks so bad to me. These are the mobile titles. There are quite a few re-releases have looked like this, unfortunately, and I think some of the art just sucks. They've got to stop. They've really just got to they've just got to stop. But not the only one, not the only company doing weird shit like this. NIS America. We were talking about before and how I really want them to survive, but I don't believe this is the way they should be doing it. NIS America is raising the prices of some of its PC game prices, and some console ones as well. So NIS just overall increasing the price of their games just to, I don't know. I don't know. It's just because they can't release any money. This company, NIS America in particular, because of how they've gotten flack over the years, definitely, because they don't approach things in an appropriate manner, where games are being released at a delayed cycle, games are being coming out at a higher price. The fact that they delay their translations is bonkers to me, just to keep the flow going. But yeah. I want NIS to survive. I want them to bring out their titles. I think that they do good publishing work, do good development work. However, stuff like this is not earning goodwill with their fan base in the West. So, yeah. Especially when there's some of these are still getting new titles of recent, like Silver Case. Disgaea just had its new release. I think Caliga is getting a new Caliga. Yis is getting a new thing. Like, there's some games here where it's like, this could really hamper them if they're preparing for new titles to release and them doing stuff like this. I'm aware Mothman was from a town in America. Yeah, he supposedly he was an owl. I think it's what he's meant to be, as are a lot of cryptids, I guess. I think there's ice in the tram tracks. Oh shit. Speaking of NIS and games of similar nature to like Psychopass, a game that I played a little bit on stream, which I actually am tempted to... I was tempted to play the full thing, and I probably should have. A very cool game that I feel like not enough people have played. AI Siminium Files just got an announcement for a new game. A game that I was surprised was going to get a sequel, and from what I'm told, has a pretty closed circuit on how AI Siminium Files did finish. This is a game I got about halfway through, and then I haven't gone back to it just because real life stuff happened. But I do really want to return to this game. It is a visual novel detective game that is very twisty-turny. If you have played games written by the creator of AI, you will probably know exactly what this type of game is. And I do highly suggest people play them. I think the Siminium Files is very good, and it looks like we're getting a sequel, which I'm fairly sure this is the girl from the first game, and in the trailer I saw the girl from the AI from the first game. So I haven't finished it, but I kind of got minor spoilers, I guess, for those two characters surviving now. But that's okay, because I'm excited. I need to finish it. I need to finish those games now because I need to play the next one. And yeah, maybe one day we do them on stream. Maybe I just start over and we do it on stream. But yeah, very cool. Very cool. I won't play the trailer because I haven't watched the trailer myself. I literally have not watched this trailer because I'm worried about spoilers. So I'm not going to spoil myself. If you do want to go watch this, go check this out yourself. But this game has mad style, by the way. It looks so good. It looks visually stunning. Alright. I probably should have paired this with the other news I was talking about. Weird ways to make money. I was talking about NIS trying to survive. Level 5 also trying to survive. Level 5 has made some very poor choices. However, Studio Ghibli sells. It makes money. And Ni no Kuni proves that time and time again. Ni no Kuni, a game very much in the Ghibli art style. It's basically a rip-off Ghibli. It's very strange. It has basically nothing to do with them. But Ni no Kuni made a mobile game called Ni no Kuni Cross Worlds. It's kind of a pseudo MMO from what I remember watching the footage of it. It actually looked interesting. However, a company, Level 5, were on the fringe of like dying from bad choices they've made over the past few years. Made $100 million in 11 days. That is so much money. They made $100 million in 11 days. That is mad. That is so much money. Which means Level 5 will continue. Which might mean you might see things more Yokai Watch, more Ni no Kuni. Like, this is very strange. The power of gacha. Honestly, my thing with gacha is if gacha can fund the creation of big fun games, and it's not just being funneled back into itself, I'm okay with it. I would never spend that much on a gacha. I never get that involved in gachas. Don't ignore the fact that I'm playing so much Digimon. But it's crazy to me that this made this much money. Gacha whales be big, especially in Japan. The bagel line is very long. People are also gacha whaling for bagels, as we can see. Thank you, CJ, for the update. For another update, Indie Live Expo 2021 has actually been set for a date now. We've actually got the Winter Expo is going to be happening on November 6th. I'll probably watch that go with you guys. I do like watching the indie expos. There's a lot of fun games, and indies usually just happen at any time during the year. So you can fill in a year, especially in a year of where we're still low on games, like the past few years, with indies. And so I do suggest us checking out this and watching it all together. That should be pretty fun. All right, we're most of the way there through, guys. Only a few left. We'll jump into some business now. Take-Two acquires Red Dead Redemption facial effects studios Dynamics. So there's a few different companies purchasing right now. Purchases happen continuously through the year, but sometimes you'll see a burst of ones from particular companies. And yeah, not Crystal Dynamics. Dynamics does fantastic works with their mocap. I think a lot of mocap studios are finding their mark now because tech is being able to keep up, and new engines just have enough face polys and rigging that they can actually work together well with them. So yeah, it's cool shit. We're going to see some very, very realistic faces throughout this generation, and some extreme uncanny valley. I am without a doubt sure of that. They will never go away. New PlayStation studios include Housemarque and maybe Bluepoint. So if you didn't see this, so Housemarque, the studio who made Revenant, I think it's called, that game that's very popular right now, that roguelike, weird alien-esque roguelike, they've been brought in. Sony were that impressed with their work that they brought them in-house, and yeah, congrats to the studio if that's what they wanted to do, and hopefully they see growth from within. Usually the Sony studios do. Sony does look after their studios, chat. As much as we should rag on Sony for doing dumb shit, they do look after their bigger studios. I'll rephrase. They look after their bigger studios. But the other big point is they were thinking about bringing in Bluepoint. Bluepoint is the company that had made the Final Fantasy, the Demon's Souls remake, and which was, by the way, fantastic. What a killer remake that was. And yeah, welcome in, Genki. Hey Raiders, how y'all doing? I think CJ is currently on the walk, so I'll give you a shout out, Genki. How you doing, man? Oh, you're playing Duel Links on the stream. How's that been? I haven't played Duel Links in a long, long time. I'm the internet's 95th favorite VTuber, and I'm tired. Is there a ranking now? I didn't know there was rankings. I'm probably very, very down. No ranking. I was ordering a bagel, but the Red Dead's, I'm self-proclaimed. You're at least in the top 100 then, Genki. That's a big deal. Top 100, that's big. If the Red Dead's faces are great, I was ordering a bagel, but the Red Dead faces are great, but also Rockstar's knows what they're doing. Yeah, but Rockstar's also a company that's I'm trying to think of Rockstar. No, Rockstar hasn't gotten in trouble about work ethics and stuff like that. They might be okay. You might be right. I'm not even Brookie's favorite. No one. I don't think any of us are, Genki. So yeah. Now, Bluepoint was probably the one that got people's attentions a bit more than, say, Housemarque, because Housemarque is pretty sort of newer and people weren't expecting it. But Bluepoint has been doing good work for a long time, and Bluepoint with Demon's Souls really nailed it and made a fucking massive mark on the industry. But the thing is, they didn't actually announce it. PlayStation accidentally revealed this imagery, which has Bluepoint on there. So this is a possible acquisition in the works that they were preparing for, and then someone stuffed up, or so no one knows what's really going on here, but hopefully that actually does come about in a sense, because I think Bluepoint getting direct Sony funding would be really, really cool. But yeah, holy shit. Rockstar knows how to use the face tag. They crushed it on Red Dead. Yeah, they totally did. I agree, CJ. As much as I have issues with Red Dead 2, I really, 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 really liked a lot of the visual elements. Like, there's some really, really good work there. They are top of the line. Rockstar is still top of the line for the most realistic, like, games in a sense out there. But yeah, cool business news. Business. Another one. Sony acquires Nixie's software.
Gimme,
oh gosh.
Chicken tendies. Be they crispy or from Wendy's. Spend my hard-earned good boy points on Kids Meal Bull Pit burger joints.
Your favorite mod not CJ is sleep deprived, ready to scream. Hello, Rainbow. Did you change your hang on, Rainbow, did you change your chat color? I feel like I'm slightly distracted now. So Sony acquires Nixie's. So I didn't actually know who this was, but it was a big deal. People were talking about this one. So Nixie's is amongst the other acquisitions. Now, what are Nixie's known for? I was trying to figure out. They go in there a part of their R&D, so I'm not sure 100% sure who Nixie's is, but it was a part of the acquisitions, and I think that's important. Good to keep an eye on what's happening on in the industry. But yeah. I'm on my phone, so that might be it. Crunched. Yeah, gosh. That's the issue with some... It's still the AAA big problem, is crunching. It's like making sure you don't give too much funding to companies that ones. Also, I played PSO2 NGS. They do ports, right? Oh, do they? Is that what it is? I wasn't sure who they were, Genki. I'll have to look it up later. But yeah, no, the new PSO2, I actually bounced off it pretty quickly. I'll have to jump back into it at some point when I've got time, but yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like playing Blade and Soul, but it's PSO.
Thank goodness I didn't miss the news.
Selmas, hey Selmas, welcome on. You've almost missed the news. We're like right at the end, actually. We're almost through most of the news. Blade and PSO, pretty much that. But yeah, so something that leaked a little while back, actually, was Ghost of Tsushima's director's cut. Now, if you were paying attention, we knew about this for a few weeks now. We're kind of just waiting for it to be announced, and it did. And there you go. We are getting additional content with Ghost of Tsushima. This is a director's cut of this game. This game actually is probably worth getting a director's cut, honestly. Was a very good game. I actually really enjoyed this. I didn't play it all on stream. Very fun game. Again, overworld games usually I don't like them too much. But if I just ignored the open world, I just enjoyed my time with this. Yeah, it's fantastically well directed. It is movie quality, super high quality movie quality throughout it. And if you're a fan of like Japanese movies and everything, you should definitely play this. I got into a debate why racism isn't good on TikTok for some reason. I don't know why anyone was debating that it's good. It has Japanese lip flaps? Wait, sorry, hang on. Really, CJ? Are they lip syncing to Japanese finally? Man, that'd be insane if that's true. Because that was one of my... Oh my god, Japanese lip sync! You're kidding me! That was my biggest issue with this game. Oh, that was... Oh my god, that's mad! That's so good. I didn't play any Legends, by the way. So we're getting an expansion to Iki. We're getting a new island. Okay. New story. I assume I must be able to upgrade my game. I'm gonna play this. I played this on the PS5 when I could. I did most of it on the PS5 actually, and it looks really, really, really good. This game looks fantastic. Visually, this is a stunning game. Very fun. It does suffer from being an open world game in my opinion. Kind of a lot of nothingness around, but just to vibe out and play this, very, very fun. I really want to play it in Japanese. Yeah, I played it in Japanese, and it was very off-putting to have the American lip syncing while hearing Japanese on Japanese faces. It was it threw me quite a lot. Still, probably one of the weirdest parts about that game is just that element, but it's still great otherwise. I want to play it in Kurosawa mode, but no, don't play it in Kurosawa mode, CJ. I really don't suggest it. It strips the color from everything, including the UI, which makes it very difficult to tell certain events are happening. And then also, the camera gets a little strange with it. I wouldn't suggest doing it. If you want to watch some cutscenes like that, replay some cutscenes with Kurosawa mode, then I would suggest that. But don't do it otherwise. It gets really fucky. Also, you're right about the colors. It is strikingly beautiful with colors. I think they use colors very, very well in that game. Very, very good. I really highly praise this game, by the way. Combat probably is its weakest point. Well, it's the day before my birthday. Well, I guess you have to get it now, Selmas. I've never played Ghost of Tsushima, but might pick it up when it comes out. Yeah, I think it's worth checking out. If you're a fan of like Assassin's Creed, the open world Assassin's Creeds, then you'll probably be in the right ballpark for this style of game. Even if you played Horizon also kind of has that vibe. So if you like those types of games, you'll probably like it. Prince, you can't be horny about ghosts here. It's too much. How you doing, man? Welcome on in. But yeah, I highly suggest that this game, and I think the director's cut will be pretty fucking cool. Prince, you've come at a good time. We're about to hit the big news of the day. Well, big news for us. Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin launch trailer, post-launch updates roadmap, and... Thank you, Suffers. Hitting me with the boomer. You really liked combat, but it was basic. The combat was really, really clumsy, in my opinion. But yeah, now is the perfect time to be horny. I guess it is. This one might be the one. So I'm not gonna watch the full. They did a full-on hour-long presentation with this. I might watch it off stream because I didn't catch it last night because I didn't know it was running. Somehow I missed this was coming out. A lot of people said they've missed this that were a part of the Monster Hunter community for some reason. I don't know how we missed the announcements for this. However, amongst it, I'll go into the big piece, which is Monster Hunter Stories 2 did a roadmap, which you will find this is an interesting roadmap compared to, say, Rise's roadmap. But yeah, holy crap. This roadmap's really, really good. So, the game releases on July 9th. It's very soon. We'll probably play it on stream. I don't know if I'll do a full playthrough. We'll see. We have a new Palamute, a new Monstie, which is the Palamute. So that'll be a free title update. So you can get yourself a Palamute buddy. But crazily enough, because this game is leaning into the co-op idea, which they should as a Monster Hunter game, they're doing a co-op quest with Culver Taroth, Monster Hunter World's big mainline content drop, as a monster encounter in Stories, which is pretty fucking cool. They are also releasing deviants and like as monsters you can fight. You can fight alter versions of monsters, which includes Hellblade, Glavenus, and Bolt Reaver Astalos. So we're getting 2 of the Fatal 4 getting remixed, which is cool to see. And then this one is the one that got me really surprised. Solcia Mitsune, Elderfrost, 2 more Fatal 4, and then Orochi Kirin, the monster we thought we would see in either Iceborne or in Rise. Didn't appear in either, but is in this, which is mad. And then, as well as Dread King Rathalos and Molten Tigrex, who isn't a deviant, by the way. He is actually just an alter. So, subspecies. But yeah, this is really good. And then there's also a new monster after that. So not only Culver Taroth, we may get something like Safi Jiva. We might, who knows what we're going to get here as an extra. and Gold and Silver Rathalos. So this is quite a lot of content, honestly. This is fantastic. This is really good to see. As a Monster Hunter fan, pretty fucking excited. Little disappointed that our Rise roadmap doesn't look like something like this. But this seems like that the Monster Hunter team is currently focusing on this particular game a lot more than the others for some reason. No idea why though. Ghost of Tsushima was Japanese Assassin's Creed. Ubisoft wasn't ballsy enough to give... I know, I honestly agree with you, Prince. These are the monsters, so we get to ride them? Yes, exactly. So that's the other thing. I saw people asking, can we actually ride Astalos? Yes. Bolt Reaver Astalos is marked as a monster. So that means that it is rideable. It means that we will be able to ride a mammoth. We will be riding Gimoth as a monster. So this is pretty fucking crazy. There's lots of fun stuff here. It's going to be a really fun time with this game. Rainbow, you like Pokemon. You'll be into this, right? Stories too. Waddy, you shut your mouth. I'm actually looking forward to this game now. Playing that demo. If you've not played the demo for Monster Hunter Stories 2 and you're not sure if you want to play this, go check out the demo. It's about 5 hours long. It's fantastically fun. If you like monster raising games, things like that. Also, this cutscene not got a shitty frame rate. The demo had a shitty frame rate. Please tell me they fixed this. Katie looks like she's going to be just an encounter. Who's Katie? I don't know who that is. Prince has played the original. I haven't played the original, so there'll be a lot of references that'll just go over my head. Also, PC version. Oh, right, Jumpy. That's true. KT? Oh, Culve of Taroth. Right. Yeah, Culve of Taroth I don't think is a monster. She looks like a battle. I think so big battles are a big deal in this game. I think we're going to have bosses and stuff. But visually, it looks wonderful. This game, I think its art style's killer. I kind of wish Rise had leaned more back into the cartoony, colorful sort of art style that is Monster Hunter. But, I think this just looks beautiful. I think this game looks fantastic. I'm very excited. I just saw some very, very important monsters amongst this trailer we hadn't seen before. Falcana! Holy crap, how many monsters are in this? Dude, what? Whoa, what the hell? 200 plus monsters. Shut up. Please tell me that whatever world is... Oh, look at Culve. Wow, they actually show her off. She's not in a gold ravine, though. Hellblade? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. He did the double cross logo. Oh, my God, chat. He did the double cross logo. Does Astalos as well? No, they didn't show Astalos. Wow! These monsters must be mostly in development because they're showing them all off. God, what happened to Rise? Why? Please tell me either Rise must be in its development for its expansion, or this game is taking up way more of their development time than I think they were thinking maybe or something, because this looks great. Oh. We got like a little teaser. What was the teaser? Something in the air. Is it Nawa? Oh no, look. What's that? Chat, what's that? Enhance. Enhance, there's something there. This game has been in development for a long time. Yeah, I guess that's true. Stories did good in Japan. Oh, did it? A Matsu? It's not a Matsu shape. It's got like long wings. Is it? Kind of almost looks like Sergius. I don't know what that is. It's a big dragon. Oh! Is it? It might be Elatrion. I don't know what that is. Could be a new monster. New Matsu.
Let's go hunting.
Could be a new dragon. Could also be the devs are more keen to work on stories since it's different. True. I don't know. It's weird to... It's just interesting because it really does feel like they've leaned into this. You can tell how much money's funneled into something generally with a video game by just how much they'll put into promotions. But yeah, I am very excited for this. Walk update. The cold wind on my hand is now holding my cold brew is now suffering frostbite. Got to get gloves. But yeah, holy crap. So there was a lot of monsters being shown off there. I actually want to I know I don't want to spend too much time looking at this trailer and analyzing it, but I saw a few things in there that I don't think we had seen before. So we see Nerg versus Wrath, which is the nice title card. Okay, I was right. So I thought I saw that. So that doesn't look like a normal... That doesn't look like normal Yarn Garuga. It looks like something else. Solseer. Well, not Solseer. So there's Astalos and Mizu. Glavenus. So it's the first time they're revealing the Fatal Four, I guess, in a trailer. Rathian, Nergigante. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Wait. Let's go back a bit. Alright. Wait a minute. Tigrex. Silverwind. So Silverwind's revealed here. Thunderlord. Bloodbath. Rajang, Kirin, Kushala, Teostra. Fuck me. There's a lot in this, isn't there? And then Velkhana. That's a lot. They seem to be pushing co-op and PvP a bit more in this one. I'm curious how it's going to play. Really am. Jang. I'm going to have a Jang. People are talking. I saw people talking on Twitter now about how, what's your team going to look like? What are your... You literally can now... The thing that Monster Hunter people do, which is funny, it is... Which are your favorite monsters? Which is your favorite collection? And I think I now will be talking about making a team. I was going to name my... Oh my god. You better not, Prince. Better not. Really sure Kezu's already been in a trailer, hasn't he? A few times. I bet programming turn-based battles is a lot easier. They're definitely 100% jumpy. It'll be a lot easier to develop this. There's 2 different dev teams for Rise and Stories. There's 3 different dev teams, Spotty. So there's the Stories team, the Rise team, and the World team. So it was confirmed at some point that's what's happened now. They do switch people between the teams, but seems like what they're doing. You're a Dragonologist? So there's a trailer here for co-op, so we'll have a look at the co-op stuff because I haven't actually looked at it yet. So let's have a look at co-op gameplay. I haven't really looked at it.
Hello everyone, welcome to an exclusive look
Hey, Socks.
at Monster Hunter Stories 2 gameplay. I'm Socks, your EMEA Monster Hunter community.
I love that he just recognizes Socks' voice every single time.
For North America. In this video, we're going to be taking a deeper look at...
I'm so confused as to what's happening. I'm gonna call my Kulu Yaku, Kulu Rikyu. Yeah, but he's not gonna stay in your team though. Thunderlord, my original WoW server. That's the one. All right, let's have a look. See at the co-op. So, wait, are they together on the same monstie, or is that just that girl's with you? Oh no, Plesioth.
Battle. It looks like they've spotted some treasure nearby.
It still makes me wonder with like all of this whether or not it's going to be like the skeletons in this will insinuate what's going to be in future Monster Hunters because like
I wonder if they're just afraid
they're
of
modern skeletons and they animate well. That Toby's colors are really weird. Am I wrong? Why is Toby Katachi's colors really funny? Or is it just this art style doing that?
Circle and jump in to provide support for your co-op partner.
The mainline team is working on Monster Hunter 6. Yeah, 100% Prince. We have no idea what they're doing. It's the art style. Yeah, it looks really weird. Whoa. Chat. That's just Monobloss. Have they revealed Monobloss? It's just there. We haven't seen Monobloss in fucking forever. What?
Attacks are broken down to 3 types: power, speed, and technical. Power beats technical.
So it's pretty much like the NPC combat, but it's just you just together. Does it show off like the PvP? Oh, and you both get to go to the nest.
Monsters will often return back to their nest to catch riders attempting to steal eggs from their dens. And this one's going after Leia.
Nobolos was dropped in the Monster Hunter into the roster in stories too. So robust. It's crazy. There's so many monsters in this.
At this point, we also can
For the
make
first
a
time in the
break
stream,
for
I am my
BVA
PC.
or join in the fight.
You have to time yourself out, CJ.
But we're here to show co-op, right?
Yeah, I actually really like the colors in this.
And
Honestly,
there it is,
Prince.
the Roaring Wyvern.
There's no number because
Those
after the
rare are gonna
because of
try
4
and
after
stop
the
at the same
wait.
time to make the
Remember,
most
there's no number after 4 because of law.
out of
Well,
potential
all hunters can only count up to 4. There's a high contrast between Toby's lighter and darker colors. There is. I'm not sure I like that, Waddy.
If I were to take a guess,
I thought it was a variant at
probably
first.
gonna do some heavy-hitting power
Most of the monsters look okay. Most of their colors transition well. I think that might be a bit much for Toby. Like the pale white on him or the pale blue is too pale.
Picking the right weapon is also super important in Monster.
Yeah, all right. It's pretty much the same as what you saw in the demo with the NPCs, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, holy heck, that's pretty exciting. I actually am really looking forward to that. But yeah. I think I might end up playing a lot of that game. Like a lot of that game. Oh my god. I didn't even know Mo was there, CJ. That's so funny. Monobos, I can't time myself. I'll time someone else at random. Well, you found someone random, that's for sure. Mo is always there. Mo's always hiding. Well, you don't know... Wait. Well, you don't know the one villager elder was in the team with 3 hunters and his wife? His wife died during the hunt, I think? No, wait, are you talking about the lore stuff? The reason why there's only 4 hunters? Yeah, I know that, Genki. It was he died, it wasn't the wife died. So it's the reason why the guild has in the games, and it's why in Call of Troth is such a big deal. Hey, Mo. You got outed somehow. But yeah, I don't know if I like that lore or I hate that lore. It's a bit of a weird one, but it's their weird way of justifying 4 players. But because Mo got timed out, he gets a shout out. Guys, if you've not checked out Mo, he's a very cool dude. Do you want to know what I love about Mo's streams? Is jumping in, and I never know what I'm going to get. It's just a fun time, always. And he can just chat about fucking anything. Mo, you can talk about anything, honestly. The bagel tastes better after walking for it. I think that's it. You've earned your bagel. That's what it is, CJ. We need to team up so my Kezo... No, hell no. That ain't... Prince, you're now going to be on my like banned list. You know when you players that you've got like ignore? In Monster Hunter Stories, it'll be Prince. And then I... Like... That way I'd never have to see that Kezu. Mo always plays interesting games I've heard of fairly often. Yeah, Mo has a good verse of games and he's willing to play them. I think that's the thing. When certain streamers where they have that, like, they kind of are happy to do whatever and just enjoy themselves because they're personable enough that people just want to watch them do whatever. I think that's usually a very good sign. Now we need to team up. You'll make... Oh, God. Frids. Doom Eternal update adds single player horde mode. So, moving on from bright and colorful to a different kind of bright and colorful, dark and colorful. I still have not played Doom Eternal. I do want to play it. A horde modes I think are actually very good for things like Doom. The RNG element and roguelike element of that you can add to things like Doom just make them live a lot longer. And when I get a new PC, I promise I will play this game on stream. I absolutely love Doom 2016, and Eternal is still on my wish list to play. As I mentioned, we had quite a lot of anime news this week, and we got one more. Gust teasing possible July 2021 game announcement. So, Gust is the developers for Elitier? I never know how to say it. Atelier? The Riser series. Well, that's their recent one. Yeah, these games have been like building up. People are really into them, and really, I think they're in a space where making a new title like announcement right now is really good. I think people are enjoying these games, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's Ryza 4. Atelier, that's right, it's Atelier. Thank you, Prince. I do remember now. Atelsia? Me and that Ryza girl. New PCs for BFE 6 only, though. That's the main reason, CJ. I think that's the main game. Honestly, the main reason is for streaming, so I can play bigger, brighter games on stream without my stream lagging. But yeah, heck, exciting shit. This one is funny news. So we're going to end today with two weird, two story moments about business time. So, that writer Prince has a fantastic kazoo named God, I tells you. Humble Bundle sliders. So we've talked about this in the past. So the sliders change, and there was a bit of back and forth and a bit of backlash about what's actually happening. But this sounds like where Humble have landed. They'll result in a 15 to 30% minimum. Now, from what I understanding, that there will be a lock on how much you can give to Bundle. So Humble Bundle will always get a percentage now. However, you can't, it is not necessarily fixed for the other percentages, which is how much goes to devs, how much goes to the actual charity. This is going to be a controversial change, but it's at least a middle ground compared to what they were doing before, which really pissed people off. Yeah. Now, where are we? As for why it changed, it cited the investor content with the cut and need to evolve. It'll be also noted there will be some 100% to charity bundles. So this is their reassurance, because this was the thing that people were annoyed at, is because in some cases people just wanted to be able to give fully to the charities, which, as understandably, I think that should be something that people should be able to do. However, some of those devs and Humble Bundle running these projects should at least get a cut. I never do 100%. I always give like sort of less to Humble Bundle, more to the devs, and then to the charity. And it's what your personal vibes on what you should do for each one of these. And that's what I always liked Humble Bundle. However, changing this where it's a lot more fixed and causing you to have to give in a particular way does take away from a little bit, but they are still doing good work and still like beneficial for everyone involved, I think. So we'll see how this goes. They may change it in the future again, but at least at this time, this is a better than what they were talking about previously. So, and for the last story of the week, we talked a little about how Square's doing the wrong thing. We talked about Humble Bundle doing weird things. We talked about NIS America doing weird things. But the big daddy of them all, Sony. So Sony, please, I love you, Sony, but you are big business beyond anyone else sometimes. So, we were talking about purchases that Sony just made recently and how it's good because they do support their ones that are bringing into personal... whenever Sony brings in companies, they generally look after them quite well. However, there are a lot of other ones that they don't look after, which are ones that are on the platform and they don't really support them very well, including indies and some double or single A's. And yeah, so if you haven't seen of recent, there's been an outcry from indies and people running a storefront and some even developers with crossplay, and just there's lots of just different things right now. And Sony is in a space where they are probably going to have a bit of outcry about their practices over the past few years, especially at the Games Developers Conference, which is coming up. So we'll see, but hopefully this is a time when Sony will actually pay attention, and as the generation shifts, they become better, because as it stands right now, the storefronts are really bad for independents. The crossplay situation is really bad for independents, or for everyone really. And the fact that they are being a little bit aggressive with purchases could be a sign that they're not in a good place. I mean, even Xbox's Game Pass versus Microsoft's PlayStation Plus, that was probably one of the biggest things. The trigger point for this is the amount of people that are upset about the PlayStation Plus versus the Xbox Game Pass and sales, like Sony never puts things on sales in a proper way. They don't promote sales in a proper way. It's a bit of a shit show right now. But Sony is still leading the console market. They are winning still, even with the PlayStation 5 being not selling very well because of the fact that they don't have enough like actual product to put out there and not many games to sell. They are still killing it. And yeah, as I said, we'll see if it changes over time, but it's at this stage, it's definitely one of those weird situations where the industry aren't too happy with them, from big to small, and even consumers. So if people have personal issues supporting IGN, they should know that IGN owns Humble Bundle now. Do they? I didn't know that, Jumpy. I wonder if that's a change as to why we're starting to see more changes with Humble Bundle. I really didn't know that. Interesting. Sony Microsoft arms race? Oh man, Microsoft is down and out. Genki, I feel like it's currently between Nintendo and Nintendo and Sony at the moment. But Microsoft, if they can keep up their pace with how Game Pass is, and they can figure out their cloud gaming and how the new Windows will work with how games are sold, I think that they'll be in a better space, but it's going to take a little while. The owner of being PlayStation Plus on the PS3 led to the Game Pass. I know, Genki. Not Genki, CJ. What's funny about that also is the fact that the independent scene also was a lot more pushed by the original Xbox. I think the Xbox and the Xbox 360, well, more the 360, I would actually say, they did a fantastic job with their independent stuff. And then they fell off, and then Nintendo did better, and then they fell off, and then Sony did a good job, and then they fell off. And it rotates with the independent stuff, just because a lot of the time it isn't fully profitable. But it's really goodwill for the industry and does breed really good, the platform just gets healthier because of it. So their overall branding does better. I love my 360. 360 is probably of a generation for me to skip. That one and me not being a Microsoft fan, the 360 was probably the console, one of those consoles where you should have owned that console. I love my GameCube, but you put that in relative perspective of was it? No, it'd be the Wii generation, actually. I remember reading a retweet thread. It wasn't positive, and I thought Sony could have been. Sony thought it could have been Nintendo, but what the even heck is Microsoft's current gen Xbox called? I have no idea. Yeah, I know. I get confused by that too, actually, CJ. That's a good point. I think it's the Xbox One. It's the Xbox. What is it called? What is the newest Xbox? Let's type newest Xbox. Xbox Series X. That's right, it's the Series X. It's the Sex Box. That's how you have to remember it. It's the Sex Box. Even though it's called Sex, it's not memorable for some fucking reason. It's Sex usually sells, but apparently not. They do own Humble Bundle? Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I played a lot of Guitar Hero games when they came out. Yeah, it's like Guitar Hero is I think it was that generation. I think that generation is a very, very good generation just in general, honestly. Oh my god, CJ, I like that we confirmed both of those. Oh man, I have to turn off auto mode, honestly. Project Scarlet. Man, that would have been such a better name for a console. I would have liked that so much more. We already had the Xbox X, but I still have my Xbox 360 in the closet. I really want to go back to Guitar Hero one day. I don't think we have any of our Guitar Heroes in the in the closet anymore. We used to hold on to all of them and play them all the time, and then at a certain point, Guitar Hero just was not the thing anymore. That plastic controller, the click clack of those controls, was heard in every household. When I lived on residence, and yeah, when I lived on res, that was a really funny thing, because yeah, that That was what we did a lot of. I remember like a whole heap of people had Guitar Hero to play at university. The PS3 and the Xbox 360 was an awesome generation. It really was. I don't know. I think I love every generation, honestly, CJ. I think there's not a generation of consoles that I've been upset with. Like, I don't like the Wii U too much, but I like the PS4 and the Xbox One. Xbox One, I guess. I love my PS5, but at the moment there's not much to go on. But the Switch is fantastic. The Xbox I'm probably not going to get. I like the Wii. I like the PS3. I don't care about the 360, but I probably should have. I have very fondness for the GameCube, the PS2, and I didn't play I hated the original Xbox. PlayStation 1 was fantastic. The Nintendo 64 is fantastic. The Dreamcast wasn't great, but the Sega Genesis was fantastic. SNES was fantastic. Like, every generation has had at least one or two consoles that I'm like, yeah, this thing's the best. I love it. And at all that way through as well, I've had a PC every single time, and PC games are always just, if worst case scenario, there's always fantastic PC games. I personally feel like the Xbox One, PS4 and Xbox One generation, nothing really happened. That's so funny you say that, CJ, because some of my favorite games are on the PS4 generation. What games and things happened? Nothing. I think that's your lack of nostalgia talking, maybe. I got a challenge for you and CJ. Stream a game other than Guitar Hero using a Guitar Hero from Guitar Hero as your controller. I mean, that'd be pretty easy. You just emulate it and then just chuck in like whatever as a controller, any USB device, and then just map it up. I'm not going to do that though. I could get my real guitar. Though at that point I should be just playing that other thing. Oversaturated from a beloved franchise. You hate to see it. Wait, Guitar Hero? Yeah, no, yeah. Those games kind of killed themselves, honestly. Monster Hunter with a Guitar Hero controller? You guys know about... Hang on. Chat, I'm going to try and find something for you guys. I'm going to see if I can find some Evo footage for you guys. So if you've not seen this before, there is a couple of famous Evo fighters that literally play with Guitar Hero controllers. This guy's playing Tekken. I don't think I've seen a Tekken guy, but you can see down here in the he's got the stick down there. He's playing with the buttons up the top here. Ever heard of the Sega Saturn? Of course not. They called it that because Saturn is the only place that brought what? Oh my god.
Hey, can we see a pop off of that guitar? I would do the star power. Let's see it.
God. Very awkward moment there. Oh my god, the Eunice pulls. Okay, here we go. Is this him?
Okay, I don't have a real.
Oh, it's the same dude. That's really funny.
I can't unless
This must be him. I can't remember his name. Mad Kamel's Lord Joseph Dong versus Ghetto Baguette. Is it Ghetto Baguette?
proud. I'm gonna clap for that.
He's really good though. I think this is the match I watched ages back.
Imagine having a camera on this man.
Fucking Eunice.
On this thing for like the last year and a half.
Oh man, now we're watching. Now we're just watching Evo stuff.
Like Lene.
So sick. What a chat. I know. There's some crazy stuff, Mo. There's like, if you've never seen Evo, people turn up with some crazy controllers sometimes.
Actually, a really good Mika. So I'm not sure if this is gonna be the best.
Sega Centro was the best thing Sega ever did that generation.
All right. So it's gonna get knocked down in the corner.
I've never seen people play games like Call of Duty with DK bongos. Yeah, that's another good one. DK bongos. Oh man, fuck. What game have I seen people play DK bongos where it blew my mind? I can't remember. But some people are just creators as fuck. These sprites look tiny now. That's kind of Eunice.
You don't want to have to do your own push-ups. That's all I see. I'll collect it.
Yeah, I want them to do a cutback of like him playing, but really it's about the match anyway. Wait, hang on. Is he playing, yeah, okay, he's playing Mika. That makes sense.
He's like, all right, I got it. He's like, I got this. The bag's coming off. He's like, I'm wearing this heavy bag. No wonder. All right,
I just like the idea that he can just like turn up and just play. Like he can stand and play. That's probably my favorite thing about him playing with the Guitar Hero controller. Because that's one of the most annoying things about like playing fighting games is more often than not you want to sit down. Otherwise you're standing in an arcade cab. But he's literally got the best of both worlds. He's got a portable fight stick.
Don't do this to me. No.
Oh my god.
Why? It's okay. Why would they bring the cursed relics from... Oh no.
Let's not talk about that. Anyway, let's... Oh, I love Evo so much. Alright, oh my god, wear this. Guitar Hero controller? Shit, yeah. Hang on. Mo. Okay, before I put that on, Mo, where am I putting that on my back or we're putting that on the front? Is that going on the back or the front? I like the little dongle. Is this actually proper PNG? Is this a proper PNG? Reckon on the front, eh? Alright, alright. I'll remove my sword. That'll be, oh my god. So just by the way, this is a perfect transition because we were about to finish the news and jump into some Guilty Gear. And we'll do probably about an hour of Guilty Gear maybe. Yeah, we'll probably do like half an hour, probably an hour of Guilty Gear. So we're actually going to do some fighting games now and me holding this controller. So this is fantastic. Are you going to try hell no, Genki. Hell no. Play Microsoft Flight Sim with the DK bongos. Oh my god, CJ. That'd be amazing. Alright, alright. That'll be all the news for now. So we're actually going to switch on over to start some Guilty Gear. So we're going to do some Strive now. So we'll just switch over to Chill Chat. And oh my god, Red Rover. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. What is this? What have you